I am worthless.
Hi guys, Christinablackfeather here, and finally got around to deciding to address this. A couple weeks ago, there was Dr. Robert Lockhart that had passed away, and he was in his 70s, and he was a raw fruitarian. So he's doing Fruit Fest and all of that stuff, and advising people on a proper fruit diet, and kind of one of the sources of some of the stuff that Freely comes up with, that, we're all frugivores and all this garbage. Well, a while back I had done a video about dry fasting and how dangerous that is. Well, he was doing just that, and he managed to last 4 days before he died. And I've been going around some of these videos of some people. There are times that I say, yeah, death cures everything, and I've said that several times, and in this case that was the case. And you're looking at images of him, he was a skeleton with skin. And it was pretty horrible. And sometimes it almost seems like these people with these extreme diets have a form of at least orthorexia. And in his case, it was anorexia, in my opinion. Why nobody intervened, I don't know. Just because he is a doctor? Where do you think that things are going to be okay to do these things? Just because in the name of a diet. I'm a frugivore vegan, that sort of thing. When is that appropriate? It just isn't. This diet stuff has gotten absolutely crazy. Instead of people just trying to eat balanced nutrition and staying away from junk as much as possible, they're going on these extremes, and the carnivores are not much better, but we don't have enough studies to show what a person doing all meat does. We're finding more and more what a vegan diet will do, especially if there is no supplementation, and a lot of these raw fruit people won't. But what gets me is when you get somebody who's going raw first, is then they start going to raw fruit, and then they start going to weird things and weird extremes like the urine drinking, and then on to these extreme fasting, like trying to do 21 days water fasts and all this stuff. And some who are not raw are even doing this. I just watched a video from High Carb Hannah where she was talking about needing to lose weight. So she has potatoes every day so that she loses weight. She's not fat to begin with. What the heck? There is a point of being, yeah, there are a lot of people who are fat. I'm one of them. But when you're already skinny and you're putting out videos like this and claiming that you're still fat, how skinny do we want to be? Because there's a point where the body can't take it anymore. And especially when you get up there with somebody who's in their 70s doing this crazy stuff. And that's what it is. It is utterly crazy. The body needs water. The body needs electrolytes. The body needs nutrition. Dry fasting? When I had done a video in the past about the one woman who was talking about her dry fasting on YouTube, and I was going with the clicker, and she had over 90 instances of jump cuts in a 15-minute video. She had been dry fasting for almost 4 days, and she couldn't think straight. And she wasn't fat either. I don't get it. I just do not get it. And then I'm watching this, the Raw Life Health Show. And it's this old, worn out looking man who all he does is raw fruit, and he's minimalist and all of this stuff. And he went and said that the reason that Dr. Lockhart died wasn't because Lockhart was dry fasting and starving himself, which is the truth. Let's call it what it is. He was starving himself. No, this guy said it was the hospital's fault because they didn't know how to deal with starting a person back up on food again. Not that the man's body gave up or anything. No, let's not look at reality. Let's blame the hospital for this. Because they're the ones who didn't put food and water in this man's mouth. He did it to himself. But no, let's blame the hospital. This is a mental illness, you guys. It's one thing to have a diet where, yeah, you want to be good with the animals and everything, but being so restrictive to the point of where you won't eat cooked foods like fully raw Christina, and then you're going all fruit like freely, and then you're going to urine drinking and turpentine drinking like Sunfruit Dan, and hydrogen peroxide ingestion, and then you're going to these massive water fasts, and then you're going to dry fasting like Lockhart. It keeps snowballing. It gets more and more and more extreme, and nobody's pointing this out as, hey, this is not healthy. You can call it spirituality, you can call it what you want. It is not healthy. And people standing aside and watching this, at what point are you helping this person end their own life? It's pretty horrible. So I had to put my 2 cents in there because this was just, I could not believe this, and I haven't had a chance to sit down and actually deal with this one. So I thought I'd put it out there. We'll see if YouTube keeps it up, but that's the way it is. But yeah, you guys, if you think that it's a good idea to start starving yourself long term, you need to rethink those ideas and talk to a professional. Or at least discuss it with a family member who's not doing the same insane thing. So that's it. Blessed be everyone.